I'm assuming that all of UCLA is a free speech area, correct?
Absolutely.
Oh, I love that. Thank you.
Actually, I'm not sure that that's actually.
Well, maybe.
Seriously, it's not true? Okay, no ban, no wall, no human is illegal. Protect Obamacare, down with Trump. No ban. You said defend freedom, resist, impeach Trump, écraser abajo, con Trump. Make sure to change that. Con, C-O-N. Con, because it's Spanish, right?
Oh, yeah.
Abajo con. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I don't think you need to.
Twinkle, twinkle, little czar. Put you where you are. Okay, that's. I like you're witty. I like it. Okay, no ban, no wall. Okay, no human is illegal. Got it. Yours something caught me on that one. The other side. So you think that Trump is threatening our freedoms?
No.
Are you?
No.
Well, why do you think that?
Are you a journalist?
I'm freelance, but I'm a citizen. I'm allowed to be here.
We are citizens, journalists.
Absolutely.
Why is it
The media is so democratized now. Any one of us can.
What is he threatening the...
You claim he's threatening our freedoms. How is he doing that?
He is threatening our freedom by trying to impose authoritarian regime, by not consulting with Congress, by ruling by decrees, by presidential decrees.
Okay.
Do we have any other presidents do that?
Some, but not to the extent of this one. That
Really?
has absolutely not passed.
So you feel that his executive orders are unconstitutional?
Well, I don't know that they are. Some of them are, as demonstrated by the ban on
Okay,
travel.
just because a judge
That hasn't been decided yet.
just because a judge enjoins an executive order doesn't mean that it's
Obama
unconstitutional.
was overturned. Clinton was overturned 18 times. Obama was overturned numerous times.
Even more,
By the
his
Supreme
own appointees voted against him.
Court. Really?
That's right. There were unanimous decisions
Nothing
overturning him.
decided by Trump. Nothing against Trump. No Supreme Court decision is done by Trump yet, and it will come. Okay. And there is due process. Do you think he hasn't received? Isn't congressional oversight over Trump? Isn't there? He has the House and the Senate are both investigating him. Isn't there oversight?
And has he not tried to circumvent those investigations?
And what happens to him? He gets, any president who does that gets slapped down, doesn't he? Well,
We have checks and balances, and they're working.
But do we have checks and balances? And are
You're
they-
challenging them. Why?
No, I'm just. First of all, let me ask this question. It seems as though you're challenging our protest. Are you challenging our protest?
well, you know what? We would
Or
like
I'm
to-
just curious
Yeah,
because
We have to debate. We want to understand.
no, I mean,
we
just-
want to challenge you to a debate. We'd like you guys, if you have enough courage, to have. I'm with Make California.
I think you do by standing here.
I see. Okay. So that's actually what I was asking is what's
Well,
your position? I
well,
mean, you're coming to
We
talk
kind of
to
want
us
to
and,
observe what's going
yeah.
on, but now since you're asking a question,
You're open-minded and willing to talk to us.
Yeah.
But where's your protest at? Where's everybody at?
Well, really, it's just there isn't much of a protest.
We're here at Bunche Hall at UCLA. This is otherwise known as the Waffle.
Here and make the stage.
You are
We
There are other
see your T-shirt. Let's take a photograph of your T-shirt.
Yeah, you should make sure that your viewers see your T-shirt.
they already have.
Okay, great.
So this shirt is part of the Remembrance Project. This young man was killed by an illegal alien who had set a fire at an abandoned warehouse in the Westlake MacArthur Park area. 5 Americans were murdered. Okay,
And the actions of one illegal immigrant is used to paint millions of illegal immigrants who come, work, pay taxes.
I wish
No, they don't
bring
pay
up the
taxes.
children.
I wish
Yes, they
they
do
do
pay
pay
taxes.
I
if
wish
you're talking about sales tax, that's everybody.
Well, and
Well,
gas
that
tax.
is a tax, though, is it
And
not?
gas tax.
And but they're taking more
Also,
from
you
the
know,
public
they are-
coffers.
Here's a little trick. So if you work with a fake Social Security card,
Which is a crime.
the money that is taken out of your paycheck goes into the Social Security Trust Fund and is never drawn from.
Yeah.
So in some senses, people who work on an unauthorized card are contributing.
I couldn't agree more.
to the Social Security.
That's why I rejected Hillary Clinton. I mean, she was anti-democratic. What they did to Bernie Sanders was so criminal. And you know about Seth Rich, right? Him being murdered or killed, incidentally, a few days before WikiLeaks dropped a whole bunch of other.
And certainly, I do think that.
How are you?
I do think it is.
So here we are at UCLA. These professors and students are here in the Bunche lobby, if you will, and they resist Trump. They do this every Monday, right? 11:30 to 12:30?
11:50.
Okay, great, even longer.
President Trump has done, and I think
So, but you didn't answer my question. So how is he challenging our freedoms? How is he undermining them?
the bad actions.
By his illegal actions,
Name one.
He's
some of whom
people who worked with him in the campaign were
really have
obviously in some kind of deal with Russia.
How were they?
By his,
First of all,
by his
already assured that
incredibly criminal behavior in terms of his business,
Okay.
by not divesting from his
well,
business, by having
you know
his
what I would say
family,
about that?
nepotism.
First of all,
Come on.
let's
Okay, first of all, he has divested, so that's wrong.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And having people who have Russian friends, how does that constitute a crime or a threat to my liberty?
citizenry organized amongst themselves.
I ate Russian dressing last week. My liberty isn't impugned. I'm giving you the extreme.
You're quoting me as Spicer.
Okay.
You're quoting me.
Okay.
You're quoting me.
I'm not quoting anybody, but if it sounds like him. But what liberties are under attack? Freedom of speech is expanding. Look at us. We're actually talking about issues. Obama seemed to have to, there was a culture of silence and PC and tyranny that would prevent discussion. We're talking. So rights have expanded. What about the Second Amendment? Seniors were targeted. There was a rule from the Social Security Administration. They were going to go after, if you were getting SSI, they could take steps to limit your Second Amendment rights. Well, Donald Trump removed that. He signed a bill, by the way, to do that.
Indeed,
So that expansion.
allowing people with mental issues to be able to buy a gun.
Just because someone takes SSI does not mean they have mental illnesses. It means they have disabilities. So that's an expansion of liberties, not a contraction. Because you have a poster that says impeach him or defend freedom. So what freedoms are under attack?
The freedoms.
So you're talking about
I have
anti-fascist.
absolutely no desire whatsoever to be taped by you, which is
It's a public place? No, it's not.
of my privacy.
No.
Stop that.
No. I want you to notice how he won't answer my question as soon as he doesn't have answers. Public forum, public place, tax dollars pay for it. I'm allowed to record. Could someone please tell me how Donald Trump is threatening freedoms? Do you agree with him? Or you disagree? Because you're saying defend democracy. Do you feel it's under attack? Why not? I mean, what's the point of standing with a poster? You're making a statement, and it's a strong statement, and someone like myself wants to understand your view.
You want to understand. You don't want to understand. You want to.
But I need you to explain to me.
Don't photograph me.
I'm allowed to do it's a public place. You photograph me too. Please do. Record me. Please do. So he says that we have to defend freedom, but I'm yet to hear how he's putting any freedoms at risk.
This goes against immigrants, restrictions of freedom.
Okay. So you're saying Trump's against immigrants?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. I have a friend of mine named Nick the Greek. He came from Greece. He came legally, and he's a big Trump supporter. He doesn't feel threatened. He's an immigrant. Let's see. There's a lady named Agnes Gibbony. She's from Hungary. She supports Trump. Trump was her first choice for president. So that's not true. Go ahead. Why are you preventing him from speaking? He has a right to speak.
I am not preventing him from speaking.
But yes, you did. You told him to stop. Why?
Stop it.
No.
Well, I have
Go ahead.
I'm able to stop if I want to.
Absolutely. You are a free agent. And we're exercising freedom of speech.
I understand that.
So you don't have any comment about any of these statements here.
I mean, I'm sure I could have comment, but I feel that you failed to fully understand that.
Educate me.
The fact that he just brought up minorities and you just went with white people.
How did I say? I never mentioned white people. When did I mention white people?
Greece and Hungary.
Okay, so I have a friend named El Salvador. She's from El Salvador. She's one of the darkest. If we're going to go by skin color precisely, she supports Trump. In fact, she's upset because there's so much illegal immigration, which is pushing her out of the job market. She's from El Salvador. Yes. Another lady named Belkis Sotomayor. She was born in New York. She likes to tell the story. She was born on the Brooklyn Bridge because mom couldn't wait. And she's a Trump supporter. So there's another. Harim Utziel, he's Jewish, Sephardic Jew. His family is from Spain and of Mexican descent as well. He supports Trump. So it's not just about quote-unquote white people. I didn't say white.
You did not.
Okay, so I appreciate your understanding. So do you believe that Donald Trump is a threat to immigrants?
I do.
Why?
Not the 1965.
I mean, I think you just needed to watch him over the last couple months to
Okay.
figure that out.
What's something he's done that shows that he's against immigrants?
I'm not researched enough on this at the moment, but
It's okay.
there have been things that I've seen, and I'm just.
So you did see something. Can you give me one thing that you saw? Because I'm listening.
with 50 airplanes.
You are provoking.
I have responded to him, and I've asked him a question, and you gave a detail, and I corrected it. You asked an excellent question because you said I was mentioning people of white or European descent, and so I responded to that. That was an excellent question, and they answered it. So I am listening.
One hopes to an extent more.
So, in what extent am I not listening to you?
Military trade.
I think that more of it you're not listening to Trump.
Okay, so tell me one thing that Trump has said that you find that's anti-immigrant.
I'm not sure I can agree with that.
Well, here's the thing.
If he was for Russia,
You need to look at the original source of this.
Sure.
And the original source
I mean, the
is
Russia
Trump.
thing.
Putting
I guess
me
but-
telling you
so
what
what
I
I would
would
say about
is
the
just going to
Russia
put
thing,
my slant on it. I feel that
I would love your slant. I respect it. You have a point of view.
now is the problem.
Okay. Well, okay. He's going to class. Well, thank you for talking. I appreciate it. So, you feel democracy is under attack because you say defend democracy. How is it under attack?
This is what I see.
So, okay. So I want you to notice they don't want to debate. They don't want to discuss issues. As soon as you ask questions and ask for facts, they tell you to be quiet.
The Russia investigations. That was a goof on his part. Why did he do that? So I don't know.
No, you're saying that he interrupted the Russian investigation.
That's what he said.
You know, Comey on May 3rd testified to Congress under oath that no one has ever told him to change any of his investigations at all. Comey said that under oath to
Okay,
Congress.
but then didn't Trump say, not that this is under oath, he could be lying in his tweets, but he's, or no, it was in his, it was an interview on television with Lester Holt where he said that he did fire Comey to get off the Russia investigation. I mean, it is what Trump said. You just have to say, take that. It's his own
okay,
words.
no,
right?
you guys are obsessed with his words, all the words he used in the campaign.
Well,
You're all
what are
freaked
you-
about
Words
it.
matter.
Actions.
Don't look at me.
Actions
you are
matter. Don't
a
actions
very
matter?
good example of what
I mean,
Trump
you-
was.
you- you-
How?
You even look like
I don't even have hair. No, I don't look like him. Do you notice how he makes personal attacks?
The criminal.
I didn't make any personal attacks, sir. That's very offensive. It sounds like you want to. Are you? Yeah. Okay. So I just want you guys to know we're not seeing debate right now, but these guys are doing it. This is excellent.
They're
Well,
going. If they have any
That I think
criminal
is,
act-
I think that's to be seen. And I think the main thing I want to say to you though, because I have to go.
Wow.
is
So
that I
violent.
Go back to that question of we want to treat all human beings with respect, including people who support Trump, and there are lots of reasons why people might have voted for him or continue to support him. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever met you, so what can I say? But what the language, and I do think words matter. The language that Donald Trump has used, both on the campaign trail and through the executive orders, paints an entire class of people, group of people, in a very negative light, and I think in a way that tends to dehumanize them, and that, I think, is a very bad thing for our society, and it tends towards being racist. I think it's a racist act, and that's why we say no human being is illegal, and that's really that's the words I would want to leave with you.
The sad thing is, of course, that Trump's grandparents
They were German.
in a moment of duress,
I have to
escaping.
go to my meeting. I'm really sorry.
Hey,
guys.
we challenge you guys to a debate.
What was your name again?
Matthew Woods.
Matthew,
We would
pleasure
like
to
to
meet
challenge you guys to debate.
I'm not sure that would really be
And in Santa Monica.
Because he's not
in
interested
Santa
in the debate.
Monica.
Yes, we do. 3rd Street Promenade.
Oh no, not a good idea. So
Why?
what was your name again?
My name's Arthur. Nice to meet you.
Arthur.
You're a professor of what subject?
History. So
Okay.
have a nice day, Arthur.
I didn't get an explanation.
Politics, but
I don't get an explanation. No human being's illegal, you said, right? So in Mexico, people enter illegally, and they call those illegal aliens as well. So is Mexico wrong to enforce its laws and secure its border?
I mean, you're just. If you want to have a human conversation about this, then we will have a human conversation. But I think
We're having one now.
no, I don't think so.
Why?
Because you have a device. in
Yes.
between. You are recording me.
Okay.
So you're not really affording me the respect of meeting me and.
But I have, and I shook your hand. You feel uncomfortable.
No, I don't feel uncomfortable. I just think that
Okay.
this. So if see, because you have to move back. We can't
I do
actually-
because of the light.
You know.
Does
I
the
don't-
camera bother you? Would you like me to turn it off?
You can have the camera on, you can have the camera off. What I'm saying is you're communicating to me
Absolutely.
with a camera in between us.
Sure.
And that's not a real...
Okay, now it's not in between us.
It's the same thing. You're just being cute. But have a good day.
You think I'm cute?
What was
Well,
your name again?
Arthur.
Arthur?
So, if
take
I take
care.
the camera down, will you talk to me?
I gotta go to a meeting.
Okay. A meeting.
This is usually, please,
I'll-
you are a provocateur. This man is a rational.
Je ne suis pas provocateur.
Yes.
Je suis
Please
américain.
Do not photograph me.
Okay, I'm looking at Matthew for your sake.
Very good. Okay.
I'm looking at Matthew.
I don't want your editorial comments. They are annoying. They are upsetting. And
Well,
I don't want you
I'm triggering you?
We'll respect your right not to be filmed, but he is a blabbermouth. He has very opinionated, and you really can't stop his opinions.
Okay.
That's right.
I have no intent whatsoever. I don't want him to impose them on me.
Very good. Very good.
I haven't imposed my views on you.
Yes, you have.
How?
I don't want to talk to you.
very good.
You are useless.
Let's continue. the
Wow,
conversation.
I'm useless?
Yeah.
Wow, this is the second time he has attacked me personally. I'm a 7-year-old?
Okay. Like Trump.
Okay. Well,
Trump's 70, not
you
7.
have harsh words about Trump. You're
Yeah.
These words, all this stuff, and okay, you're against all these.
So I want you to notice that's the second personal
But
attack he made
ultimately,
against me.
It shows that he has respect for humanity. If he's respecting first and foremost American citizens, prioritizing them first, and if somebody comes here illegally through DACA, he's giving them due process rights. He's not denying anyone a due process.
It is a violent attack on humanity. When you, I try to speak to you because you seem rational.
I'm curious.
When
So
you-
I'm not
when you
rational for some
deny
reason.
That there is global warming or climate changes. When you name people to your cabinet who are committed
Yes.
to overthrowing the protection of the environment, education, the advancement of the arts, advancement of the humanities, public television, when you are essentially allowing the coal mines to throw essentially
Okay.
all kinds of...
No, it's a public place.
You are essentially
Yeah.
attacking.
Yes, I can. I can film whomever. It's a public place.
Well, in the meanwhile,
Yes, I can. I already have. I'm allowed to do it.
Well, this is
If you don't want to be filmed, then don't be in the camera's way.
And
No, I don't have to tell you anything.
China's investing $1 trillion on
Please do. No, I want you to film me.
a global,
Okay, you can film me.
global project which will connect Asia, Africa, and Europe.
Sure. I said Arthur. Yeah, you got my name. So you got my name, and I saw your poster, public forum. Oh, I don't have to tell you that right now.
Really? So you shut down really fast when it's on you.
Not at all. I'm answering your question.
No, you're not.
Okay.
We had a chance to be part of that.
How are you
And remember, I asked you about defending democracy because you have this large poster. You feel that democracy is under attack, and I asked you why, and you said I don't have to talk to you, right?
No, and I don't want to be filmed. I have a right not to be filmed.
Okay, then you can move.
You can delete that film,
No,
or I will come after you.
go ahead. You're entitled to come after me.
Tell me your name.
So I already told you my first name. Thanks.
No, you didn't tell me your name.
I just did, Arthur. Okay.
Well, now, but
So now you know.
what is your last name?
Hmm?
What is your last name?
But what if Trump renegotiates individual?
So you say if you don't want to be recorded, you can move.
He got China to turn back all.
So I'm just letting you know.
Follow people around with your camera.
I don't have to follow anybody.
Take sanctions
don't have to.
against North Korea. Isn't that?
Yes, which is why North Korea...
I'm allowed to do that too. It's a public place.
Well, it shows that. It shows that North Korea is relentless. There needs to be pressure put on them by China, no less. Trump got China to do that.
China doesn't want coal from North Korea anymore.
And
You're doing what he's doing.
so I'm allowed to make them public. YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I certainly can. No, I don't need your permission. I don't have a card, sorry. Darn.
Well, we're not against those things, but we
We are.
Well,
Yes,
I
we
think
are.
those things aren't going to stop. They are going to.
Yes, we are.
We have-
Essentially, what Trump has done essentially is to move back policies that protect the environment. He has done so.
Well, you know, many of these wars we've had to the Middle East have much to do with oil. And if the more independent we become of Middle East oil, you're going to see the likelihood of wars in those areas lessen. Our independence through oil shale.
The wars in the Middle East
Yes.
have all kinds of other reasons.
Yes.
It is essentially, for example, the Syrian civil war is
Yes.
triggered by global warming. by the incredible drought.
I have
and the,
problems
and
about
the, well,
I do too.
it is partially triggered by the drought, by the problems of the crisis of food and water,
Isn't that through mismanagement?
Mismanagement of the Sadat government, supported by the Russians, who are our allies now. And essentially, we let people into the cities, into Damascus and Aleppo. And the government did not do anything to solve the crime. The civil war began, in which people had proxies, and the end result is half of the population of Syria is now outside Syria.
But many of these mismanagement resources, mostly through communist and socialist regimes in Africa, have caused these massive starvations and famines.
There are no socialist regimes in Africa. They're all dictatorial regimes with the support of Western powers. Totalitarian governments. And
Well,
in the Middle East as well.
There's been
most of them who were supported by us.
Okay. You know, but after you're French, I assume? Okay, okay, very good. But after, I mean, they kicked out all the colonial powers. They were all strong companies. They were exporting. After they kicked out the European Brain Trust, that's when the dictators happened. That's when totalitarians.
Because the colonial project was a colonial project that paid no attention to historical division within these areas. They created artificial countries that were unsustainable.
That's what Churchill did.
Either were tribal or divided between Shia and Sunni.
Okay.
So these things did not have a future. And the only future was, the only people who could keep this together, like the Balkans, for example, were strong dictatorships.
True. Saddam Hussein kept his country.
May I say about borders, because I'm taking Galvin's class on what's taking place there, and he's definitely a left of center, and he made the statement about the borders. Every border in the world is artificial.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
Every border is a liminal area, but essentially you do not
he thinks it's not important. Okay, and he said, look what's happening now. Most of the people living there like their borders.
Yeah. Well, you know, before the French Revolution, there were no borders. They were just defined by
true.
They were defined by tribes.
That is not true. I am a historian.
Kingdoms by kingdoms.
By the 13th century, they are border station, custom station.
But not nations.
They are
not nations.
They were nations until the 19th century.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But there are very clearly
defined
borders by such a thing as
by families,
rivers,
by noble families, by the monarchies.
No, they are centralized.
Okay, keep going. Well, no, you said yourself the 19th century.
19th century is a nation of nations come fully into being
after the French Revolution.
After the French Revolution and the creation of the idea of citizenship, and it prospered in certain places. But there are certainly centralized monarchies from the late 15th century onwards, and these centralized monarchies have very well established borders.
Yeah, okay, but
they have customs offices, where they have garrisons. It could be a river. I give you an example of this.
No, I'm not disagreeing.
In the 16th century,
yes,
the king of Spain, because there is no such nation as Spain, is going from Castile to the kingdom of Aragon. When he arrived to a place which is called the line that the limit, which is marked with essentially stones, all his guard had to put down the weapons on the floor and move across the border where they are in a different recognizable jurisdiction.
Yes.
This is...
But I agree with you in the sense, though, that it was done by kingdoms. What I'm saying, this nation states that we have now with the borders it was defined in the 19th century. After the French Revolution, many of the nobilities, the families were
not so much defined as it is constructed by public education, by the standardization of language, by the standard of laws, by the end of local customs.
Borders, language, and culture. Would you say that what defines our culture? Borders, language,
that define our culture?
Yes. Well, take America. We have borders that separate us from Mexico.
Language.